Hey guys, happy Father's Day and welcome back to some more AFK Arena. Today we're over on the pay to win account and we are in chapter 36-11. Today I was looking to we can do some spars, we can do some of the event to try to raise our rank within the Battle of Blood. We have quite a few summons. We got 16,000 diamonds since we did last summons, quite a few scrolls, Stargazer cards. What's going on, Fallen Crystal? Thank you guys for joining us for the stream tonight. So we're going to go ahead, we're going to get into the summons. And I'm really wondering if we should, one, go for Desira so we can continue to max her out, building up her signature item and getting the additional loot out of there. I'm really on the fence. I don't want to summon for Walker. So I think out of the heroic ship, as much as I like his little picture down here, I don't think we're going to do the summons for him. Plus we have Moriel and we have Leofric. What's going on, we got Milton, we got Damon, William, Beckzad. The Keck Lord is here. I am the Damon. Tyler, we got a lot of people here. Javid is in the house as well. Naaman and Sanji as well. Again, guys, happy Father's Day. If you are a father out there, definitely take some time and celebrate today. So I'm thinking I'm going to pick up Leofric, but I'm kind of on the fence with Moriel. We already have her at Legendary. So we might continue there. And then Desira with our desired summons. I'm not sure if I'm going to go ahead and try to pick up the rest of the loot within the next 20 days to get this card. Big thing that I want to do is with the custom mythic furniture scrolls is I want to save them for Merlin. So we're going to save all of our poke coins for Merlin, who is going to be here on Tuesday. So we can actually pick him up and try to max him out as much as we can. What's going on, Yazin? And Space Trooper is here as well. I'd rather choose Moriel. That's what I'm thinking, because I know Moriel, especially because we are within the Fabled Realm. When it comes to Dark Namora, Moriel is the one to use for this. So that's kind of my thought. That's what I'm thinking is getting Moriel, just because Leofric seems good, but I don't see many people using them. What's going on, Kevin? Oh, thank you. Beckzad. Moriel. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking, Javid. So, all right, let's go ahead. We'll get into a couple summons here. I've been picking up quite a few of our stones. So hopefully we can get lucky, guys. Hopefully we can get lucky. We got 9 elite hero stones, meaning we're going to get 9 elite heroes, which is awesome. Hoping it's going to be Moriel, or hopefully it'll be Leofric. Let's see what we got. So we got Damon, we got Hendrik, which is good. We got Screg in there, Shamir, and a lot of food, as well as Theowin. So no dimensionals or no celestials or hypogens on that pull. We do have 675 beastly pendants. I'm thinking we're going out red chest. Is Merlin worth it and good? Yes. If you guys have seen the video, so far Merlin is absolutely a unit to have, worth purchasing. Also, in addition, he is a really big counter to Ainz. So especially when it comes to, he's going to be a priority when it comes to the campaign. He's going to be a priority when it comes to PvP. Yep, there we go. So Merlin should be in the top 3 support, just like what Javid said. It seems like it is going to be crazy. Wanted to ask how you can leave a guild if you're the guild master. Yep, Tyler, just like Fallen Crystal said, you have to go ahead and move that to another person. You have to transfer the ownership to another person, then you can leave the guild. Is it worth getting fodder from the chest? So let's take a look at the event really quick. A lot of people have been asking about getting fodder. So getting the fodder heroes in here in the short term, and this is the way that I really look at it, guys. Rubel, this is how I look at it. Is we get a lot of blue stones, we get a lot of rare heroes, you get a lot of rare heroes out of the summons. The rare factional hero chest will be kind of a short-term gain, in my opinion, because now if you race to having a bunch of heroes built, then you're going to find out you don't have enough red chests for those. You can't build them properly. You can't build them with the plus 20, plus 30 signature items because you don't have the resources, because you spent yours on the rare chest. In addition, you'll find that you're short on some of the key primary heroes, especially when it comes to like the twins in the Twisted Realm, or even Mortis with the Twisted Realm. You'll find you're missing some of those heroes where it can kind of hinder your progression, I guess, a little bit quicker. if you're going to buy those heroes. What kind of enemy team can use Thorn Cheese effectively and what is not? So Thorin Cheese is anyone that you can stack around Thorin. That's really, so when you look at the enemy formations, when you look at things of that nature, as long as you can get this team, whether it's running with Iran, whether it's running, with Keldar, running with Nara, as long as you can stack everybody around Thorin, it will work. It'll work well. Really, you just have to, stack them up. For some reason, the new mage artifact are worse than Windbinder, and the recent warrior artifacts are worse than the Castbringer. Absolutely, Quam. So as many of you know, with the new artifact, which I don't think I've picked it up yet. So the new mage artifact, this is still the best. The Windbinder has still been the best. If you can get your heroes to ult faster, even when you look at the new one or even the warrior artifact, the older artifacts have been better. So unfortunately, they have been much better than the older artifacts have proven to be stronger. So unfortunately, that's the way they were built, but they do not and have not proven to be better. Very situational, maybe on a couple different heroes, and I'm sure people will point that out. They can be super situational on heroes, but overall, again, not super effective when it comes to the artifacts themselves. Food, yep, exactly. Just like Javid said, food comes with time. Red chest and celestials and hypogens are priorities with the artifacts sometimes. So if you're building out the artifacts, guys, the best artifact we still have, in my opinion, hands down, is right here. Dur's Call is still used on almost every single support class. In addition, it is used on a couple of your regular classes. It's used on Daemon a lot of the times. It's used on Thorin a lot of the times. The Dur's Call fragment is still the most powerful artifact we have, which a lot of question, Dura's Eye is probably the second, just because of the haste that it brings and the damage that it can obtain. The rest of the artifacts, not really a priority at all, but those are the two. If you're buying fragments, guys, those are the two that you really want to build. Is Prince a good replacement for Ezio in the Ainz comp? I don't have Ezio. The Prince is abandoned just because he has a lot of crowd control. So the big thing with the Ezio comp or the Ainz comp is you want Ainz to ult. That is the only goal. You want Ainz to ult, nothing else. The quicker that you get him to ult, the quicker the battle will be over. So definitely with the crowd control that Prince can bring, it can make them ult faster, which is good. I'm asking because I'm spending my diamonds for Lucretia Stargaze, so I can't summon much. You'll get a couple cards out of there, Rubble. But the big thing with the rare is you get a lot of food out of here, and you get an insane amount of food when it comes to like the Misty Valley. The rare stones you get out of here, every day you get rare stones. Every day, even in here, you get rare stones. Again, your short-term progression for long-term, you're going to find out long-term that it's holding you back a little bit. Watch every video you post. I want to thank you because you made progression a lot and understanding most things. Oh, thank you, Fubar. Definitely. I love doing the videos, guys. I love doing the streams. I love answering the questions. How long till the update? Tomorrow will be the notes. Tuesday will be the update. So historically, they have always had that routine. So Monday will be the notes. Tuesday will be the patch. There's one exception where they did it, I think, on a Saturday. But yeah, they definitely do it on Tuesday. It's usually every Tuesday. Yeah, K-Sauce. What is my thoughts on K-Sauce? K-Sauce, unfortunately, is not good. The biggest problem that we find with K-Sauce is right here. The Rabid Thirst ability. He does a decent amount of damage. Survivability, again, for him, a little bit of an issue. But with the ability Rabid Thirst, and this is where they really need to look at the Maulers and look at this Life Leech ability. So a lot of the Maulers have Life Leech. If a hero is shielded, if they're immune, if they have anything kind of protecting them, the Life Leech does nothing. In addition, it is based on damage. So when you look at the damage overall, as you start getting further and further with the level deficiencies, so when you're 120, 130, 150, 180, 200, this has less and less of an effect because you're doing less damage to the enemies, because it is based on the damage. And again, if they're shielded, if there's no damage, this effect has nothing. It doesn't do anything. Same problem we see with the warrior tree when it comes to the elder tree. The life leech ability doesn't do anything, and even 2 life leech points isn't going to do anything, honestly. Where you have other classes that have haste, or you have other classes that have dodge, this life leech, the life leech ability just needs a rework, honestly. I'll see you later, Fallen Crystal. Have a good day. Yeah, that's really the big thing. Is I feel like that's the hurdle with the Maulers, because most Maulers, they do build with life leech, but again, they need to do something. Here he has 23 life leech. They have to do something with life leech. It has to be adjusted. There has to be a change, and I think that would make the Mauler faction overall very viable if they got rid of the life leech, or if they reworked the life leech. The rate of gaining heroes in the Wizard Ball is damn low. Yes, absolutely, Fubar. It's about every 6 or 7. So that is right on par. So every 6 or 7, meaning 60 or 70 cards, or 30 to 35,000 diamonds, you get a pull. That's the normal rates when it comes to the Stargazer. Should I use my 9 mythic cards on Lucretia, or use it on a 6 of 9 hero? With the cards, I would never go more than 6 of 9. That's kind of the limit. So when you're building heroes in here, I would go to 6 of 9, just like Thorin right here. Don't use 9 cards on Lucretia, because the chances of you pulling cards here when you naturally use your poke coins is very, very high, especially if she's in the list. That's way too many cards. Ruble, you'll get through a lot of the cards just naturally summoning her. So it looks like here we have Theowen up to 5 stars, guys. So she is done as well. Very nice. Not sure if we have any other stars. I think a lot of these heroes we just got copies for were already maxed out. So they were definitely pretty maxed out. But I think here we can drop out Theowen. So who do we got left? So we have food. We have a lot of 5 stars. We have Baden. That's it. We need stars on Desira, stars on Torn, Baden, on Pharrell, and then Grez, and they're done. That'll be all of the Greyborn guys until new Greyborns, which we're getting that way on a lot of these formations. We are getting a lot of heroes. We're going to drop out Ullard. Let's drop in Walker, just to go ahead and do some summons. Want to join the guild, but it says you have to wait 1 hour, Tyler. So when you leave a guild, to keep people from guild hopping, you have to wait 1 hour. There's like a 1 hour cooldown when it comes to the summons, or when it comes to jumping in guilds. What's the difference between the normal AE and the Dismal Maze? Well, the AE is the Abyssal Expedition. You mean the Arcane Labyrinth? The normal one will gives you less loot, and it's actually easier. The Dismal Maze has all of these debuffs, and you're limited to the factions you can use. You do get more loot, quite a bit more loot out of the Dismal Maze, but it is a lot more difficult. So it is a little more difficult to go through there. Did you do a hero tier list a while ago, Mohammed? I did one. What was that, viewers? Yeah, exactly, Javid. So the viewer summons that we did on Mickey's account, it's funny because Mickey's been a viewer for a long time. I've actually done Mickey's viewer summons, I think, since the beginning of his account, or very close to the beginning of his account. And every time that I've done the viewer summons, guys, I have had absolutely amazing summons on Mickey's account. And it's kind of crazy. The summons that we have gotten out of that account. And if you're interested in viewer summons, guys, furryhippogaming@gmail.com. Definitely hit me up and we can do some viewer summons. But let's go ahead. We'll do a couple summons in here. We'll start with our companion points. Always looking for companion points. Brings a lot of decent heroes. And there we go. So 5 rare cards there. Second pull, look at that. 6 more rare cards. That's the reason, again, I say don't buy the rare fodder, is you're going to be able to to get a lot of those heroes. You're going to get a lot of those heroes within time. It is honestly just going to take time. There we go, guys. There's an elite, which is Walker. So there's our unlock. We'll pick up our diamonds here because we're going to do some summons. But there is the unlock for him. And for summons, we're not going to do... You know what? Let's go with Maulers. There's a lot of Maulers I still need to build. And we got 3 full summons here. So the question is, should we go with Stargazers or should we go with Desira for the faction summons or for the desired summons? Let me know, guys. Let me know what you guys think. If we should do the desired summons or should we just go to the Stargazer? What do you guys think? And there's a copy of Setrana. Very nice. Still trying to max them out. And then in here, we're doing Morail. There's some summons for Namora. Not sure why they're summoning for Namora. But is there a campaign comp for Isolde? My Isolde has level 30, 7 furniture. Big thing, D-Zalen, when it comes to Isolde, so the Isolde formation that works is anything that can keep him protected. Isolde is a hero that you have to allow, you have to let him scale. You have to give him time to scale or he will die very quick. You have to build support around him. So if he runs with Rowan, if he runs with Tassie, if he runs with any hero that is going to provide him support to get the ult off, to get his scaling up, once his scaling has been achieved, you can't kill him. It's very, very tough to kill him once he scales, usually within about 25, 30 seconds of the battle. You can't usually kill him, but if he's attacked and if he takes a lot of damage before them, he is very easy to get bursted down. He doesn't have a lot of survivability, again, until he gets that scaling up. You can kill him very easy if you don't. Stargazer, do you think Merlin will enable low? Yeah, Merlin is going to be super powerful, guys. And is Rowan's signature worth being maxed out? Absolutely, guys. Biggest priority should be right here. Rowan's plus 30 signature item restores 400 energy points, guys. That is 40% of an ult for a hero. Combined with any caster that's using the Windbinder artifact, it'll almost immediately ult at the beginning, which is just absolutely powerful. Is there any good counters to Flora? A lot of people use Thorin. Thorin, just because you have to kill him twice. There's a couple counters if she is up front, like Yukio can counter her actually before she takes off. Estrilda can do the same. If she's in the back row, there's no good counters other than killing the team, really. What's going on, Dark Blaine? I have a swap scroll and I have a 1-star Ascended K-Sauce. What should I replace him with? If that's all you have, Muhammad, I wouldn't use the scroll for anything. The biggest impact that I see with the scroll is if you have the signature built on K-Sauce or if you have furniture on K-Sauce, then I would look at doing the swap. If you're looking at just swapping another, a hero for a hero, you can build the other hero. It does take a little bit of time, but to swap a hero that doesn't have the furniture or the signature item is really, I would save the swap scroll just like I am right now. I would save that for another hero that you're looking to build. That is not really going to be the big priority. All right, guys, so Stargazer it is. So we are going to continue to look for, that is right, for Muriel, trying to build her for the Twisted Realm. By the time I get her built, it'll probably change and we won't use her for the Twisted Realm, but that's okay, guys. All right, so let's see if we can get this luck going, guys. First one gets a couple rare cards, so not too bad on that pull. Some more resources, as long as I'm not getting arena tokens, which there's a copy, guys. Very nice. Another copy of Muriel, and we still got 4 more summons. Yeah, if you have a 30 signature item, I would recommend changing him, depending what you have. What do you think of focusing on? The Gwen team works, Randy. The Gwen team is very successful, but as you start approaching late game, it's not as effective. That's really the big thing. The Gwen team does start falling off as you start approaching late game. End game, nobody even uses it anymore because the level deficiency is too high. Got a Lightbearer card. Hopefully we can pull one more copy of Merlin. I would love to see a second copy right here, guys. Boom, it is. Just some more resources. So not too bad. We got 4 pulls out of our 6 or 7 out of there. Go ahead, pop up our resource. I think that'll give us another level as well, which is good. I'm hoping we can add another level to her, which there's a copy of Cecilia. And a couple more rare cards here. So look at that, guys. Boom and boom. Very nice. That is awesome. What's going on, Luke? And Vasco from Portugal. What's going on out in Portugal? All right, guys. So that takes our Cecilia to 5 stars. So she is done. That takes Satrana to 5 stars. So she is done. That is 3 heroes, guys, that we got to 5 stars. And Muhammad is a brand new subscriber. Welcome to the channel. So now we can actually switch out some of our heroes in here again, because we are beginning to max out pretty much everybody. So we just dropped Walker in there. So we'll drop Cecilia out. We can add Ullard back in there. And then the Maulers, we'll drop her out. Let's go with, see, a lot of these we have, let's put Brutus in there again. A lot of copies we have of heroes, but I don't have them built. So even here with like Inoki, we have a lot of copies of Inoki. We have a lot of copies of K-Sauce, but we just do not have them built because we didn't have enough food. So we've actually just been saving up for some fodder. So here we know we got Walker down here. I think we have, so we just got 1 copy. We're going to have to wait for copies of Walker. And we have food here already, just sitting, and then our last 2 Lightbearer heroes to build. So here we have K-Sauce, we have Inoki. We need 2 copies of Brutus, he'll be ascended. We need 2 copies of Warwick, and he will be ascended. I think Scrag we already have maxed out. So we can build up Inoki. We have K-Sauce and Inoki, guys. And that is it. But do we have food? 1, 2. No, we only have 3. We need more food here again. All right, and Rowan. Hey, Rowan, my favorite hero. Rowan joined us as well. Thank you for subbing to the channel. Here we have Almas, guys. 1, 2. We have a little bit of more. We have enough food. Haven't heard of any new Wilders coming or any new heroes coming short of Merlin. So there's a little bit of food there, which we should have actually used the copy of Leica. We could have used this copy of Leica, but a little bit more food and he will be ascended. And I believe that is our last one, guys. That is our last Wilder hero. When Almas is done, we will stockpile food and then we'll just build them out. For here, Klaus joining as well. Thank you for subbing to the channel. Yukio is more reliable with the Strill. Do you have to work with their accurate? Yeah. If you're running in the campaign, Quam, doesn't really make a difference. You can just run it 30 times if you need to, 50 times if you need to, whatever it may be. Here, again, we just need stars on these last 5. And that'll be it. So these last 5, Graveborn, we have quite a bit of food because Isabella's max, Damon's max, Silas is max. So we do have quite a bit of food in here, and we're just going to sit and wait to get some more stars and sit and wait for another Graveborn hero. Here, I don't think, nope, we only got 1 more, so we can't get a Legendary Plus. Almost have Wukong maxed out, guys. 2 more copies, and Wukong will be 5 stars, actually. And then we're still building Zolrath out of the shop. And then, of course, just waiting for my 1 special spot right there for Merlin. Cannot wait to pick up Merlin, guys. We have 2 days. And I think we just hit the Wilder ladder. There we go. So 50 more diamonds out of the Wilder ladder. Let's collect up a little bit more loot. We might be able to do another summon. 400 diamonds there. There is Walker. So some more resources. Yep. And that'll add another level. 435 out of gold again. All right. after getting full T3 Ions, who is going to be the next candidate for the T3 Instones? I'm waiting right now. So after Ions was completely maxed out, depending who you use, because Ions is really good with the tier 3. Another hero that everybody says is really strong is Khazard when it comes to maxing him out, because he has a huge crowd control aspect with him. Is if you're getting his tier 3, his crowd control now does a ton more damage. He is very powerful, and as you're building his tier 3, you're also addressing some of the survivability issues that he has, because you're giving him more stats. You're making him a lot stronger. That's why I've been building out. This is what I have for him so far, and we can actually build him out a little more with some of the stones. So HP, again, defense, magic resistance, attack. We're going to actually build him out. So we'll get his boots. There we go. So a little bit of bonus there. And then we'll go ahead and I want to do this one. Big reason why I'm doing the chest is HP, defense, physical resistance, magical resistance. I want these stats because Khazard has a very difficult time with survivability. So that's really the big thing here is the survivability. More HP, more defense. That is a big boost for him. And he's almost maxed out, almost have the furniture as well. What do you think? Should I get furniture for the prince? Yes, the prince is just like Ezio. The prince does need his furniture. Big thing with him is the 9 of 9. So the energy requirements to trigger the ultimate effect recall, which remember, recall is the cheat death. So if he does take fatal damage, he will do the recall. And the effect can be triggered 2 times per battle, meaning that he can actually die twice. And you can trigger it more than once with that recall ability to save him from dying. A dead hero does nothing. Having him with his 9 of 9 makes a big difference, because if he dies, he'll do the recall ability and he'll still be alive. Yeah, Prince is good late game. Prince has a lot of crowd control. What is a must have for the 5 pull? Because sometimes Iran dies instantly and he's missing only 1 piece of gear to be full tier 3. For the Iran comp to work for that pull, this artifact is really, really big on him getting that shield. What I've done with the 5 pull is used Iran with, of course, Skarath, but I put Lucy in that combination. Lucy will take a lot of damage, and Lucy will usually deal with some of the survivability. Gorvo's another one that works pretty good with the 5 pull, just because he has the stuns. So when you have Iran pulling the heroes in, they will fall to the stun of your hero. Sophia's kind of a cheese too. A lot of players have dropped Sophia off like really hardcore, like you need for the boost, of course, and then of course Turtle for the stun, which it'll pull everyone in. There's the stun. That stun from Gorvo can a lot of times mitigate the damage that he is taking. That's why we slowed it down. I'll show you one more time, which is not ideal because of Cecilia, but there's the stun. So Iran has the option to do a lot more damage because of the stun that Gorvo provides. So it's a pretty strong combination, and that's how we just got through that stage. That stun can be really effective. And again, it's really dependent on the team you use. Some people use Lucretia in that formation. Some players use Queen in that formation to keep everyone together to nullify some of the damage that Iran's taking. Looks like we got some tier gear and we got a stone there, which is awesome. How do you counter Savius at chapter 15? Yeah, Nara will work on Savius. Most of the time, Tassie will work. So Tassie's a hero that will actually banish Savius a majority of the time. So if you enter battle, she'll banish him very quickly. Nara works. Iran will work. Sometimes if you can get the survivability to work. A lot of times Iran will pull in Savius and he'll die. He'll die almost instantly because Savius does that much damage. Have you considered box reviews? I thought of that, Damon. I've seen Linker do some box reviews. I believe Vulcan has done box reviews as well. I tend to shy away from them just kind of as a personal preference doing the box reviews, because it's kind of pointing out things that players did well, but it's also focusing on where players could make mistakes or have made mistakes. You know, if you're building heroes, and a lot of players will build heroes just based on what they want to build. Honestly, they'll build a lot of heroes. Even I love Almus. I have Almus built. A lot of players don't want to build Almus, nor need to build Almus, but if you like the hero itself. One thing I am going to pick up in here, because we do put a little bit of money into this, we bought the Warrior's Way, and look at the chest, guys. Look at the absolute crazy amount of chests that you get out of here, coming all the way down to where I'm at right now, because right now we are down here with our bonus at 4,700. So we've even gotten tier stones out of here, but I am going to pick up the tier stones out of here just because they're relatively cheap. And I don't recommend it if you're not buying anything in here, but for 2 tier 3 stones, we're going to pick up both of these because this is the first time we've actually seen them in here. And then we're going all red chests. So there's 140 red chests. And again, we are saving all of these for Merlin. We need 300 red chests out of here to pick up Merlin. And we're also, when we get through our next labyrinth, we'll be able to pick up our other 50 out of here. So Merlin will be maxed out relatively quickly by the time he's released. Big thing that I'm going to struggle with is of course, the Oak Inn and getting furniture. That's 105 on the Elder Tree. That's why we're saving all of our poke coins. Saving all of our 28,000 poke coins, saving all of our cards. We're going to try to get Merlin as soon as we can, as soon as he comes out. I can't wait for, yeah, Merlin is awesome. From everybody who has used him on the test server, it's worked really well, guys. It has worked really, really well when it comes to Merlin. For 5 pull, I do Scarath, Leica, Sophia, Iran, Titus. Yep, that's a good, really good combination as well, because Titus provides the crowd control with his Howling Fear. With that fear, that is what allows Iran to live, because the enemies are crowd controlled. What's going on, Hussein? Saw a video you posted last time with 5 pull. I started gathering the Ninja Turtle 2. By the way, could Prince work with that mass stun? The big thing with the Prince in that, Tony, is he does have to ult. So for that stun to work, he does have to survive the initial burst, just like Iran, but it definitely could work in there. You just have to get him up a little bit faster. You remember back when Baden had an infinite phantom stacks? Yes. Yeah, if you guys remember, if you've played long enough with Baden, back in the day, Baden could just summon phantoms nonstop. So Baden would get to a point that you would be overrun, and that's what Quam is talking about, is you could just stack phantoms and keep stacking phantoms. It was kind of crazy, but there was no end. So it was kind of cool. What's going on, Random? First time watching your stream? Oh yeah, having a great day. We set up everything for the party. That's why we're doing the stream a little bit early. I have the family coming over, so we're going to celebrate Father's Day. But let's see. So one thing I do want to point out with the Battle of Blood is down here, a lot of players have been asking about spars. So down here, complete 5 spars. Nobody can figure out how this, or a lot of players cannot figure out how to do the spars. This little drop down is the Spar tab. So it gives me a list of all of the players that are online, and you can actually go ahead and spar those players. So as we go through and answer some questions, if you need any spars, if you're on the list, if you're on the friends list, go ahead and hit me up. We'll look for some notifications. Every time that I've hopped on here, I have a lot of notifications for players that want to spar, but we haven't been able to. Every time I click them, it says they're not available. I did the spars myself, so I can actually do it because I have other accounts that are friends of my own account. So I completed the spars all by myself. We also have to use Lightbearers and Wilders, and we will be complete out of here. And Almo, big shout out to Almo. He is a fellow guildie right there in number 1, 2333. Just absolutely killing it when it comes to the Battle of Blood. Oh, what's going on, Mark? Doing really well. Can you show us good team comps for PvP? SS, the PvP team comps are really simple. honestly, when it comes to PvP, one of the big reasons why I don't cover PvP comps is because it varies greatly to every single hero you have. That's really the big thing, is it varies on every hero you have. Best way though is go to the champion hall. Just look right here. These are the top PvP people in AFK Arena worldwide. The best PvP comps that you can find right in here. Even here, I wouldn't think running this team together, but it works. Using Pippa with the Ainz comp, with Zafrio, didn't think it would work, but it does. Go through, even looking at all of these top players, see what team comps they're running, compare it to the heroes that you have. That's really the big thing, is a lot of these heroes I don't have, and I don't have at the level that they have for PvP, which is the reason I really don't compete very much for PvP. But just run through here, see the comps that they're running and exactly what's working. Honestly, look at what's working well and some of the formations that are not working. Again, the PvP is very specific onto the group you have in there. That's the big thing. Can I friend you? Let me see. Where's my own account? I know a lot of you guys in the stream are on here. There's FHG. You know what? I'm going to take myself out of there. There we go. So if you need to spar, guys, hit me up. And there's Javid. See, 28 seconds and it expires. That's what I don't like is, there we go. Uh-oh, Javid and I going down. So let's see our choices here, guys. What's going on, Nana? Thank you for subbing to the channel. We have a pretty crappy looking formation here. You know what? Let's go with Inoki. And wow, that's a pretty bad pull. Peggy does okay. I've seen her working okay, but that's very interesting. Let's see what Javid got. Oh, he's got Arthur and Khazard with Pippa and Tassie with Damon and Leica. This isn't going to end very well, guys. Javid, I think this is gonna be a give me. Let's try Desira because I like how she works. Trying to think who, you know what? Let's go with Respin for damage. I was thinking Nara, and I should have put Nara there, but I'm thinking he's going Khazard here, or he might go Falks. You know what? Let's go with Peggy, just because I need the Lightbearers. Let's see. I know, exactly. And that's the problem, Pluto, is when you look at the combination, see, it is Khazard there. That's what I thought it would be. But I thought Peggy might hold it down, or we might have a chance with Saurus. Just need a little bit more healing here, and Saurus went down. That was pretty close, though. Pretty close. So you also do have to win. You have to win 3 of these in a row. And when you get a bad pull like that, it can just be devastating. I think Juju added in there. So we'll do some spars in here, guys. Yeah, I thought you were going to play Khazard Javid. That's what I think. Bob is a huge disappointed. Yeah, that's really it, Damon. It is for fun. I cannot imagine, just like Almo, how much time and effort is spent in here to get the top. It's absolutely crazy. I cannot imagine how many random, Battle of Bloods that they have done to be in the very top. Should I start stargazing in chapter 11? I would wait. Nani, I would wait to have at least 3 ascended heroes in each faction, just for the fact you're going to be able to get more faction cards out of those when you get into the tower. Chapter 11 is a little bit too early right now. I would wait to have probably 10 to 12 ascended heroes so you can make progression within the campaign. Let's see. So we have Satrana, so pretty good there. Who do they have? Oh, it's Alna and Graz combo. Got Mortis in there too with Athelia. This one, again, is going to be a little bit rough. But I want to go with Cetrana, so hopefully we can do a counter. Because I think they're going to play... Oh, I thought it was going to be all Negrez. All Titus, not too bad. We can go with... Let's go with support here. Because Drez, I tried a lot of times. Peggy doesn't really seem to work very well either. So you know what? Let's go with Desira, and we will go with Ezio. Leo Frick, if you guys have used Leo Frick in here, I haven't had any luck whatsoever trying to use Leo Frick, trying to get Leo Frick to work in this formation, in any of these formations. So even here, Desira is going to get wrecked, but we're going to counter this with Peggy. And watch the guards pick up Athalia, which I'm hoping Desira will have enough to live, is what I'm thinking. And there's Grez in the backfield, guys. And playing Shamira. Interesting to play Shamira. Should I take Aziz to plus 30? Honestly, Aziz will do well at plus 30. He's not a really big priority, but you can definitely make it work. So I was hoping Ezio would get that Spar down. No Eins. Oh, no Eins. Yeah, Eins is kind of the cheat in here. And look at this group again, guys. Oh, we are getting some pretty sad. You know what? We're going Brutus, and I'm going Warwick. You know what? Let's go Titus. I'm getting some pretty Walker. We should definitely put in there because we know how much everyone loves Walker. Yeah, I've tried Drez a lot. You know what? Let's try Drez. I've tried him a lot, and I haven't had any... Well, we need Cetrana because we got to counter some of the healing that we have here. Is kind of the problem. Talene will just heal like crazy if you don't have Cetrana in here. In Zafriel and Zolrath, try for some crowd control and pray for the best. Yeah, we were sparring a little bit, Proxy. Again, just a little bit of fun. Kind of a shorter stream. Look at what they just did. Zafriel here. Look at the damage, guys. Zolrath, 5.5 million. We did nothing, but literally just took damage. One shot Brutus, one shot Cetrana. Even here, 433k, 136. It was just a death party by Javid. That's crazy. Yeah, Titus is pretty good. I've seen, same with Ezio. I've seen Ezio do really well. So here's a little bit of a better formation because we have Zolrath, guys, is awesome. Honestly, Zolrath is awesome when it comes to PvP. Use Walker against Talene. The enemy team won't get any heals. Expect when she ults. Oh, that works. So we have Ezio there. You know what? I'm going to do the Ninja Turtle on the bottom. I want the Ninja Turtle in there for the stuns, which will give Desira a little bit of time to heal. And I'm thinking with Ninja Turtle, because we are going to have some stuns in there, we'll go ahead and we'll swap in Joker. You have to be on, I think, the friends list or the guild to be able to spar, which we'll do a couple spars with Juju. Boom, so there's the stun. But see, it didn't trigger. We didn't trigger enough for Joker. And everyone there was just dodged. Joker did his ult, and it was just a dodge marathon. We're not having good luck here, guys. Javid is just destroying us every time. What's going on, Meyer? Let me see. We got a couple more. Yeah, see it? It already expired. They expire so fast in here, guys. Who would you stargaze first, Zafriel or Khazard? JG, I would go with Zafriel if you're PvP. If you're PvE, I would do Khazard. Khazard is a very solid choice. And I think with Desira, she heals too slow. So her healing wave, her Oceanic Mist is a very slow process, which I think is why a lot of players don't choose her in here. A lot of times when I see her in here, a lot of people do not choose her. because of how slow the heal is. So let's swap. Thinking, and then we'll do Zafriel in the bottom. Yeah, Ezio is really strong. Same with Ainz. Ainz is another one, which, look, going with Thorin and the pull, this one might end bad, guys. Because we got Wukong. He's got this stall team in there. Is Alna good? Armati, yes. Alna is one of the best heroes in the game. Absolutely a hero worth building. Super strong. Which Zolrath went down there pretty early. And even there, Gorvo is trying, guys. Gorvo's tough to kill. He's one of those heroes, so he almost took down everybody. 8.6. Gorvo, 4 million there. Let's go ahead. We'll do 1 or 2 more spars here. Javid's just going to kill me all day. Yeah, Alna, definitely, guys, top tier meta. Think there should be a Hypogen hero in the Labyrinth store. There's already 2 in the Challenge store. Yeah, they could. They could definitely do that. All right, so here we're going to go. See, I like Tailene up front. We have, you know what? We're going to go with Arthur. Thinking let's run Namora up front. Namora up front will actually charm the very first hero that's here, which makes it kind of a cheese. So even here, I'm not sure if it's going to hit Athalia. Let's see. That's a very good question. We can do Yukio, because I like Yukio. See, I'm thinking maybe Tailene. Hopefully Tailene can keep us alive. Or you know what? Let's leave Tailene out of this. We're going Walker for our final slot. I think Walker is going to be the win on this one, guys. Oh, it's got Lucy. Javid, what are you doing over there? See, so crowd control did work. No, Walker. Walker couldn't do it, guys. I was hoping Walker would do it. Do you have a video how to have 2 accounts? What do you mean, Thin the Great? To have 2 accounts, you just swap them. So when you're here, you can actually just swap, select a server, pick wherever you want to go. That'll build an account wherever you want to be. Very, very easy to get 2 accounts. That's all you got to do. What to buy in the Labyrinth store? Wukong, Dimensional Emblems, Ruble. Absolutely, Dimensional Emblems are the biggest priority. See, here we have Albedo, but we don't have any other heroes. So I'm going to go with the Double Terror here. Yep, I would definitely go Arthur. If you already have Arthur, Dimensional Emblems are the biggest priority out of there, especially because we have so many, and literally we have so many dimensionals now. You have to pick them up and pick them up very quick because we have a ton of different dimensional heroes. Have I played Genshin Impact? I did, Michael, for probably about an hour. I played Genshin Impact, again, probably about a single hour, and that was it. I knew as soon as I started playing the game, I was like, this is going to be absolute insanity with the amount of time that you are going to put into that game, which is the reason I did not choose to play it any longer. I don't know if we were going to be able to get down Ezio. This is the big thing with Ezio, guys. Cannot do anything. Ezio just destroyed everybody. 56 million. Look at that. 18 million damage there. Can't touch Ezio. Ezio with the smoke bomb is just absolutely broken. Can you give advice? How to work? Oh, I think we just did a random one. We didn't do a spar. All I've been doing is playing the... Yeah, Tyler. And that's what a lot of people have been doing. They've just been playing a crazy amount of the Battle of Blood. that I've seen. Do you think many old players regret buying Athalia in the Challenger store after scumming? No, Kwam, because back when we were buying Athalia, even on the FHG account, back in the day, Aziz did nothing. I mean absolutely nothing, guys. Aziz was a hero that nobody built and nobody ever used. By the time I had Athalia fully built, Aziz was just starting to be used. And that's when people really started using Aziz. Athalia is still super strong, guys. Athalia is used in a ton of different campaign stages. She is used everywhere in PvP. You'll build her eventually. She's one of those heroes that are very strong. Honestly, she is still very strong. Do you frequently use Aziz in the campaign? Yes, I do use Aziz quite a bit in the campaign. So he's a hero that only does what he does. Honestly, he has an energy battery, so he has this energy regeneration. He can go ahead and cut down on the enemy's attack rating, which is really strong. He has a crowd control aspect, and he locks out ultimate abilities. There isn't that much more that you could look for in a hero that is, it's super strong. He is super strong. Same with Athalia. Athalia is a hero, again, very, very strong in PvP. Used to counter Ainz in PvP. Very solid when it comes to the campaign as well, because she does insane amount of burst damage. Her bleed effect when you get her signature item up and when you get her furniture, her bleed effect can just destroy heroes super fast. Enemies injured by Athalia begin to bleed out every 2 seconds. Plus 30 signature item is huge. Enemies will lose health equal to 85% of her attack rating, and their health recovery is reduced by 70%. So not only does it mitigate the heal, but it also does 85% of her insanely high attack rating. Then coupled with her furniture, strikes enemies every 15 seconds, utilizing the same damage and AoE range as Divine Fury against them. Normal attacks is increased by 20%, can stack 4 times. So she also has a multiplication factor, which makes her super strong. A lot of people in here, when it comes to the store itself, will build Aziz and then will build Athalia. That's kind of they'll either go Aziz or Athalia, or they go Aziz and then they go with Zorath. Either one, both solid choices, both very solid heroes when it comes to PvP. I can get Prince of Persia if I wait 3 more days, or I can just get King Arthur for all the lab coins and 1,000 gems. I would go ahead and get the Prince of Persia. Really big thing with it, Michael, is once you have the Prince of Persia, that's it. You have him forever. You don't have to buy him. You don't have to use dimensional stones. You don't have to spend resources. Once you have him, it's done. You'll get Arthur within the next couple weeks. You should be able to pick up Arthur out of the store. Just wait and buy him. Anytime that you can get a guaranteed hero for free that you don't have to worry about anymore, pick him up. I would absolutely pick him up. I can get either Iran or Damon to 240. Who should I? Depends who you're using. Whoever your main carry is, if you're using like the Iran Leica combo, absolutely I would pick up Iran first. If you're using Damon as your main carry at 240, definitely go ahead and build Damon first. Again, really focus on which one you're using as your main carry. Should I max one hero gear fully or work on all heroes equally? What's going on? Another new sub there from Michael. You want to focus on one hero specifically, Rubel. If you spread your resources too thin, which is what I did for a lot of heroes, it really brought down the progression you can make if you spread your resources too thin. Big thing is you can only have 5 heroes in a formation. So if you're spreading your resources among 7 heroes, if you're spreading resources among 10 heroes, you're going to spread your resources too thin and it's not going to work. You're going to stall out your effort really quick because you want to focus on kind of the core heroes, the S heroes, the A heroes, first to build formations. Once you have the formations built, you can spread it among other heroes, but you want to make sure that you have those core heroes built. Not even paying much attention here, but that's okay. Is it good to let go of... Oh, I think Tyler took out his message. Is the Ezio's plus 30 worth it? Plus 20 is really all you need for Ezio. The plus 30, if you're using him on a regular basis, absolutely. I would build it. Look at that. We'll put Hendrik in there. What's going on, Elite? We have another new sub to the channel. Thank you for subbing. Eron Damon use scale, so need to level. Yeah, that's the big thing. Damon is similar to Thorin, where he will just scale. That's the big kind of, I guess, broken aspect, is even with like the Thorin cheese, you can build it infinitely because it will scale. The stronger the enemies, the stronger Thorin's going to be. The stronger the enemies, the stronger that Damon is going to be. There's a big scale there. Let's look at that. We have Silas back here with Hendrik buffing him up. I was hoping maybe Taylene would do a little bit of damage in this one, but Hendrik's just chain stunning everybody. And Nara is going to crazy town back here. Victory against Javid! Haha, we waited him out on that one. Look at that, 33 million. Look at the damage he was putting out. 28, 28, 24. Triple support waited out Javid. We won this round, Javid. Let me see. We'll do a couple more spars. I think some of the guests are arriving. I think we're almost to an hour. Is it good to let go of Heroes of the Resonating Crystal at Mythic tier? A lot of people do. So when it comes to like the scaling within your power, so when you look at your combat rating, the combat rating is based on your overall rating, which is based on the Resonating Crystal. So a lot of players will actually just leave a majority of this Resonating Crystal empty. That way you have a lower overall combat rating, making a lot of things easier within AFK Arena. Once you get to a point, it doesn't really make much of a difference if you have heroes in here or not, because your teams are going to be more than strong enough. I know, right, Javi? That's what I was thinking. It's like finally took him down with the triple support cheese. I think we're full. I think the friends list is full. We're at 40 of 40. And I dropped my own account out of here. We picked up Juju. But definitely I haven't done, if you guys didn't see the video on the Ice Isles, this one was actually pretty insane to do. You have to lock up the fire elemental. It was a lot to do. Misty Valley's already done. I do have to hop in here and finish out this Trial of God. Haven't had a chance to complete this one out for the Tracks of Sand. But again, this artifact, not really a priority. Maybe punctuality or maybe niche on one or two heroes. But overall, the new artifacts they continue to put out are not as good as the current artifacts we're utilizing. I know, 1 by health. What's going on, Captain Haruko? 1 by health. Yeah, it was a cheesy win there. This is how I describe some Lightbearer heroes. Falks is worse than Tassie. Hendrik is a worse version of other tanks who use Barricade, and Cecilia is worse than Nara and Athalia. Yeah, that's very, very true. Even when you look at Lightbearers overall, I mean, Lilith has to notice it. So honestly, Lilith has to know that the Lightbearer faction used to be, and many of you guys know, again, if you've been playing for a significant amount of time, the Lightbearers used to be the faction to build. Lightbearers were the first faction to build. Then you move to Wilders. But since the shift of heroes in AFK Arena, the Lightbearers have came out with a lot of disappointing heroes that nobody uses. So unfortunately, they have just fallen back, have fallen further back, have fallen further back. So when you look at Gwen, when it comes to late game, when it comes to end game, they don't use Gwen anymore. Rowan is in every single formation. He's used pretty much in every aspect of AFK Arena. Rose is in a couple little situations, but ultimately she's not used as much as she used to be. Then you look at Cecilia is used in the Abyssal Expedition. That's really it. Belinda isn't used anywhere. Rain is used on very few boss fights. She's kind of been replaced by Mortis and a couple other heroes. Estrilda, again, not really used short of one fight in the Twisted Realm. Hendrik, nowhere. Lucius, nowhere. Falks, Ullard, Rigby, Thane, Oscar, Peggy, nowhere. No one in here even appears in a late game, end game formation. Period. Rowan. That's it. Nobody else appears in any formation for the entire faction. Even when you look at the Maulers, people are using Nemitsu. People are using Kren. Titus is getting used quite a bit. Scrath is being used. Brutus for the immunity. Scrag for the mitigation. You're still having a lot of the Maulers utilized. Wilders and Graveborn pretty much run AFK Arena short of the Celestials and the Hypogean heroes. It's really Wilders, even looking at the first row, most of them are used. Second row, most of them are used. Even looking at Graveborn, first row, everybody's used. Second row, short of maybe Shamira, pretty much everybody's used. Desire is used. And then, of course, the Celestials and the Hypogeans. Lightbearers need a rework. Honestly, they need something. They need a hero. Everyone was hoping that Walker would be the saving grace, that it would be finally a hero that we are going to utilize when it comes to endgame, which is unfortunately not the case. He has as much use as our boy Rigby there. So unfortunately, maybe if he would have been a ranger, it would have been a little better, but Life's Limit is a better artifact for Grez. The big thing with Grez is Life's Limit might be a little bit better, but you have to remember with this is not only does he get physical resistance as he gets crit, but the big thing here is the haste. We know haste is the most powerful attribute when it comes to AFK Arena. The more haste he gets, the more ults he's going to get, the more animated skeletons he's going to get that in turn heal him. So this makes a very big difference because, again, of the haste that he's bringing to the team to get up more minions, more distractions. And with the 9 of 9 furniture, the minions come up shielded, so they're tough to kill. Javid's still waiting on the spars. Battle of Blood. Got Van Man. I'll head up Van Man in just a minute. We've been playing about 2 years. Does re-rolling guild hunts for diamonds work? No, it does not. What do you mean for the hunting grounds? Do you mean? Hi Tash. Let me know. Who do we have here? So we got Alna, which is good, and we'll go with the Stun Master. I'm struggling to defeat the second team of 3560. Can you recommend me any comps that work without the Thorin cheese? Yeah, drop everything in Discord, Ash. I think you're already on Discord. Drop a message in there. Let me see what heroes you have, and we'll take a look at it. See, now I was thinking Khazard, but I don't know, because Javid's usually pretty tricky. Let's go with up here. Let's see who he puts in 3. Hope he's not watching and just waiting for me to put somebody. I'm hoping Lucy can burn down Leica pretty quick. And in here, Isabella is really strong as well. Yeah, she's not going to burn down Damon. Plus, we're going to have traps over there, but that's okay. Because we have no support. He's got some crowd control over there. He dropped in Falks. So Javid dropped in Falks in there. But hopefully if we can get Lucy to not die as fast as possible. But there's the ult. Isabella's ult, guys, really strong there. Doing a lot of damage. Let's see, we got a couple more spars here, guys. There we go. Van Man's there. I remember like stage 10 and 11 when people were mad because of Veden. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, Veden was always a super, super tough hero to deal with. Absolutely, Veden was a nightmare back in the day. And then they added more heroes. Now it's pretty easy. I think Rigby has more uses. Yeah, I agree with you completely, Damon. At least Rigby has some survivability. It is really the big thing. Oh, thank you, Jane. Yeah, the account is definitely getting there. What's going on, Beauty Mom? I don't have Thorin built in my Merc. Thorin has T3 gear, making him less immune to damage. Yeah, Thorin is... The Thorin cheese is hard, guys. I don't use the Thorin cheese. I've tried it a couple times. I never have much luck with the Thorin cheese at all. I don't. Yeah, Kelthar I want to build. Kelthar is a hero that's on the list that I will definitely build. It's going to be down the road. Kelthar will definitely be down the road. Again, he doesn't fall too high on the priority list, which is really the big reason why I haven't really focused on building him yet. He is kind of far down the priority. You could try again before the timer runs out versus Risen Soren. If you were to try again, does it change the rewards? If you do more damage, that's really the big thing, is if you do more damage on there, the higher the damage, the better the rewards. Yes. You'll get more gold, you'll get more chest, you'll get more pretty much of everything. This mode, yeah, this mode is super RNG. I completely agree. Let's see if Van Man keeps Javid's streak alive. So we got a linked, got a lot of shields. Lorzen's tough when he is maxed out, guys, and I know a lot of people don't have him maxed out, but Lorzen is pretty tough to deal with. And I'm hoping to actually get Wukong to ult. There we go. Wukong can multi-tank pretty much everyone. Very tough to kill the Ulna Wukong combo, especially when you have support behind it. Look at the little bit of damage we did, guys. 5 million there, 17 million, 18 million. The support wins over the damage. That's really the big way that you see it, especially like in the campaign. Support will win, crowd control will win over raw damage, over a lot of AFK Arena is just about the support. We'll do one more here with Javid, and that will do it for our stream, guys. Yeah, that's really the big thing with Thorin, is just the RNG. The RNG with Thorin is crazy. All right, so who do we got? So tanks, we have... This is a pretty sad looking formation here, guys. You know what? We'll go double dimensional, which doesn't even make sense, but short of having an Oki, that means that we are going to get stunned here, and we're not going to be able to get through Arthur. Which means that maybe if we can do a little bit of stuns here with Sophia. Well, you know what? Let's go Kren. Let's try Kren up there. We'll do Mortis for a buff. In Zenit, we have another new subscriber here. Like it in the back is super tough. Plus, we have crowd control there. We'll go twins. Why not? We'll finish it out. Thank you for subbing to the channel. And Aquak Paku, thank you for subbing as well. So hopefully we can keep some of the buffs alive. Let's get the twins going. Maybe the twins just aren't going to ult. Nothing? What are we, locked out with Aziz? Not even an ult there. That's the ability of Aziz locking everybody out. So the twins sat at absolutely full energy pretty much the entire battle. If you watch here. So there we go. So they're almost full. They're full right there. And time goes down. No ults. There's our sleep. So again, no ults. Banished, no ults. Cassie and Aziz, this is how they can lock out. This is why the God tier comp works so well. Then they went down. Crazy how you can chain everything in AFK Arena, which is awesome. Pray for Ainz Albedo combo cards. Yeah, that's it. It doesn't matter, Javid, because I won one. We didn't go undefeated. That is a very good track record. Javid knows AFK Arena guys inside and out. I'm with the priority list constantly changing. Postponement for people who follow meta happens done. Yeah, the other big thing, Damon, is people can't build the heroes fast enough. We know Merlin's coming out. Dolly has already mentioned that there is another hero that is on the way. Short of Merlin already coming on the way, she has talked about there being another hero. It might be on the test server, but she has already talked about another hero. Again, it might not be on here, but she's already alluded to another hero coming down the pipeline. So they've just absolutely been pumping out heroes like crazy here. One of the most logical fact in the game is that Titus, Howl of Fear, enemies, and Brutus's roar. Oh, yeah, there you go, Quam. That's funny. Completely free to play. I've ascended Taylene, Twins, Wukong, Flora, and now Mythic Plus, Lucretia. Which Celestial or Hypogean should I really invest? When you look at the priority, the two that you're kind of missing, Ash, is, of course, number one, Lucretia. You're building up Lucretia right now, which is awesome. Once you have Lucretia built, Ulna. Ulna, guys, is one of the most powerful heroes that we have. The immunity effect, the haste reduction, she falls in the S tier just like Lucretia by herself. Even higher than Taylene, even higher than a couple other heroes. Ulna is very, very strong, guys. Definitely one of the first heroes to build. The thing with Ulna is she can support a team very well. She is very strong supporting a team. Lucretia doesn't need a team. Lucretia needs everyone to die, and she'll kill the rest of the team out. So that's kind of the both sides of the equation. But as we know, on Tuesday, we're also getting the Hypogean Tower. Since the Hypo Tower is going to be up on Tuesday, the stronger Lucretia is, the stronger you're going to cheese, the more progression you're going to make out of there. Probably more than any other hero. It is going to be the Lucretia Tower versus the Hypogean Tower. Absolutely. Yep, Merlin is huge support. Absolutely. Absolutely the solid support that Merlin is bringing. We already set aside funds to go ahead and pick him up. We're going to build him up as soon as he comes out to see exactly how well he does. Only thing that I'm missing right now, and if we get some lucky RNG, is we'll be able to pick up some of his furniture. I have one card on here. We have 28,000 Poke Coins. We'll have a little bit more within the next 2 days, but we'll be able to definitely do some summons when we come back on Tuesday. And we also have a card here, so hopefully we can get his 3 of 9 built. He does have to have the 9 of 9 as a priority. The Hypogean Tower. So within here, Captain, we have the Celestial Tower right here, which we already maxed out. Tuesday, the Hypogean Tower is right here. Closed. Please wait for the update. This Hypogean Tower will be here. Same thing, every 5 floors, you're getting Stargazer cards. So the Hypogean Tower will be out Tuesday when the patch drops with Merlin. It'll be right here just waiting for us to farm it 20 floors at a time to pick up the cards. Guys, the King's Tower is the place you have to farm 24/7. Every single day you should be farming this and farming this and farming this over and over and over. Is push progression in here as much as possible. I believe it is chapter 30. I think it's 2960, if I'm not mistaken. Yep, so I believe you do have to be in chapter 30 or unlock chapter 30 to unlock the tower. So it's definitely coming. What are the best artifacts for Rowan, Damon, Shamira, Warwick, Lucius? Rowan and Damon, I would absolutely go with the call. The call, you want the ults faster, you want the haste. Rowan and Lucius, absolutely. Shamira, most people use either the mage artifact, or if you don't have that, Dura's Eye is a good one. Some players use the blade because of the damage increasing over time. Warwick and Lucius, again, some people use the tank artifact. Some people do use the call just because of the shield aspect. So he can actually ult much faster to shield the entire team kind of over and over. Followed by Warwick. Warwick is just damage. So Warwick, I use this artifact on him. If you don't have it, most people just use Dur's Eye. Again, just doing the damage reduction. Why do people forget about Ullard? I found to be very support at the beginning, and also skills are quite good. I'll check it out, Ash. So a lot of players used Ullard. They found out that in later, so as you start getting into late game, end game, he dies super fast. Even having him built, even with a really strong investment with the shield, doesn't really have the impact that he had when he came out. Most people have dropped Ullard. A lot of players that I knew that built him have not anymore. In Shamawi, thank you for subbing to the channel, guys. So that will do it for our stream for tonight. Again, guys, happy Father's Day to all of you. This is the pay to win account. So anything we get in donations, anything we get in super chats, anything we get in our Furry Hippo Gaming merchandise, we put back into this account. That is how we make our progression so fast in this account. So again, happy Father's Day to all of you guys. Thank you guys for watching. Thank you for all of the subs. We're over 17,800. We're coming up on 18,000 subs, which is absolutely crazy. We got a ton of new subs to the chat today. Again, guys, thank you guys for joining me for the stream. Absolutely love doing them. We try to do them once or twice a week, which this week I'm actually off work. So we'll do another stream probably later in the week. So turn on the notifications so you can go ahead and get informed of the streams that are coming up this week. Again, I took a week vacation, so we have a lot of stuff to do. Actually doing a massive garage sale here at the house. So again, guys, thank you guys for joining me for the stream today. And as always, thank you guys for watching.